We got a lot of new details on the upcoming Terrifier 3 movie that is set to release October 11th. We're talking about things like plot details as well as extended footage that we see no part of in the movie trailer at all, and even a fun phone number that you can call yourself right now to speak to Art the Clown directly. Well, he doesn't speak, but you can call him. If you want to hear about all of that and more in today's video, then stick around to the end of this video, because today we are going to be taking yet another dive into the news surrounding Terrifier 3. So without further ado, go ahead and grab yourself a snack and a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. So the first thing we are going to touch upon today is some news that we got from Damien Leone, and he goes on to say that approximately 35 minutes of Terrifier 3 has not even been touched upon in the trailer that we got the other day. So this basically means that even though we thought we seen a lot in the new trailer, we haven't even seen anything from at least 35 minutes of this movie as of this time. Now this could be anything. This could be some Art the Clown doing some typical Art the Clown stuff. This could be some more backstory on Victoria, or maybe Art the Clown or Sienna and Jonathan. There's no telling what this means, but based off of what we already saw in the trailer, I'm assuming that this stuff is going to be crazy. We're going to get a lot more than we thought we were going to get. A lot of people were mad because they thought that the trailer basically had spoiled everything, but according to Damien Leone himself, there is at least 35 minutes of footage that were not even touched upon in this trailer at all. So we will be seeing some things that were not shown in any capacity in the brand new Terrifier 3 trailer. So number one, I'm obviously very excited about that, because while I'm not one of those people who are mad at the trailer for spoiling anything, I'm happy that I can see some stuff that I haven't seen yet, because yeah, the trailer doesn't show like the whole movie, but it showed a lot, and I feel like a lot of the like shock factor of the Terrifier movies is going into it sort of blind, so you can see something for the first time and get your genuine reaction, like, wow, Art the Clown really just did that. But that is something to look forward to. The next thing we're going to talk about is David Howard Thornton and his interview with Empire magazine, and there is something very interesting that he talked about that I think we should cover today on this video. David Howard Thornton himself has basically hinted at more Terrifier movies coming in the future even after 3. Checking out this article from Screen Rant, apparently David Howard Thornton stated in Empire magazine that he does not want to give up Art the Clown. He also said, "I will play him until I am in a wheelchair, and even if I am in a wheelchair, I will find ways to get around." The visual of Art the Clown in a wheelchair is something that I didn't know I would ever have to picture in my mind until now, so appreciate you for that, David. But the reason this is bigger news than people might think is because a lot of people were saying that after 3, Damien Leone said that he was going to wrap it up with Terrifier. A lot of people think that this is going to be the last movie. They had their little trilogy moment and they weren't going to keep continuing, but if David Howard Thornton is down as always to play Art the Clown, then it's always a possibility, especially if we get such high success with Terrifier 3. So if you're like me, you can keep your hope up for just a little bit longer that Terrifier 3 is not the last film in the franchise, because according to David Howard Thornton himself, he wants to play Art the Clown forever. That gave me a lot of new hope, and I'm going to hold on to that for dear life, because I obviously want more Terrifier films apart from the upcoming Terrifier 3. I want this to keep going. I want the story to continue to be explored. I need more details. We all need more details. I know you guys want to see it too. So that is yet another thing to look forward to when it comes to these movies. And another thing that I want to talk about in this video, it's not huge monumental news, but Terrifier is now beginning their marketing tactics, and one of them is an interactive phone number that you can actually call to talk to Art the Clown himself. So you can actually go and call Art the Clown himself at this phone number here popping up on the screen. Now this is a tactic that we've seen a lot of movies do. I know that we had this with Saw X, I know that we had it with Longlegs, but now Art the Clown himself is joining in on the fun, and you can call this number to call Art the Clown. Now I called this phone number myself, and all it did was just ring, and then at the very end he picked up and I heard some horns honking. Usually these numbers will pick up automatically, but I think that the horn honked like as a voicemail tone after the phone got done ringing. So I honestly thought it wasn't going to work, but it does. You can call Art the Clown. Maybe he says something different to anybody who calls the number. Maybe that's just what I got on my end. I don't know, I'll have to recall the number and find out. And then the last thing I want to touch on in this video today is some plot details that we might have missed in the Terrifier 3 trailer. So as you know, we saw this brand new demon guy who looked like he was forging weapons in hell, and it looks like he is forging a brand new weapon for maybe someone like Sienna to defeat Art the Clown. I think a very crucial part that a lot of people are missing is that this is probably the guy who forged Sienna's first sword that came from her father. Somehow and some way, Sienna's father has contact with this this guy, and I think that we are undoubtedly going to get some explanation when it comes to their connection in this movie. If we've seen this demon guy forging a brand new weapon for this one, then he obviously had to have forged the first weapon that Sienna had used, and as we know, she got that from her father directly for her cosplay costume, so this guy definitely has a connection to Sienna's father. Now, would I go as far to say it is Sienna's father? No, I don't think that it's going to be anything that intricate, but somehow, some way, Sienna's father definitely has a connection with this demon guy who is forging weapons in hell. And as I said in my last Terrifier video, I also think that this might be some sort of reference to The Ninth Circle, which is a short film by Damien Leone that was featured in All Hallows Eve, and that is the first time that we saw Art the Clown. So I'm assuming this guy is in hell in the Ninth Circle, and All Hallows Eve could possibly become canon in the Terrifier universe. That's all we got for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Not only does it help me out tremendously, but it also keeps me motivated to post content for you guys almost daily. And if you're going to subscribe to the channel, then you might as well click the notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to the subscribe button. My name is Haydxn. It was an absolute pleasure having you here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace!